The Hong Kong Racehorse Owners Association Handicap Trophy is our final race on the final day of the season. Race number 807. Mr. Genuine heads to Matthew Poon in the saddle from barrier 2. My Darling, 5th, 1200 last time, gets up in trip. Dragon Gentle, runner-up last start to California Fortune. Kingsfield blinkers off the all-weather. Solar Patch won 2 of his 4 starts this season. Star Shine, who's won 2 of his last 4 as well. He's the one for us. Was runner-up over the 1600 metres last time out and working all the way down to Attention. Goes from the 12 up to the 1400 metres on his 3rd start here in Hong Kong. Back at the touch screen to have a look at the speed map for the final race then, Brett. And Kingsfield, he's a pretty hard horse to run down if he can find the front and get a soft lead as well.
Yep, he'll be looking for that spot, no doubt. Andrew from barrier number 4. He's the one for us. He's got the wide barrier this time to deal with. So Joe Moreira has drawn the outside for his final race at Sha Tin for the season, and he might have to sit outside of the leader. Attention will try and posse up, I would have thought. Solar Patch, on the other hand, he had the wide barrier last start, rolled forward, sat outside the lead, but he's got the option from a low gate this time to sit in and conserve energy. Apollo's Choice generally doesn't race too far away. It looks a bit tricky for Starshine stepping up in trip, but he is a horse that's racing well.
Yeah, it's a really good race, Paul, to finish the card with.
Yeah, it is a very good race. We're going to start with one of the favourites, if not the favourite, Solar Patch. He's going nicely, and as Brett mentioned, he should get a really good run in this particular race. He drew 13 last time, and he's going really well. He's a real nice, young, up-and-coming horse, Solar Patch. I thought it was a good workout for him. Here's the biggest danger. I think he's the one for us. Does race quite funny with his head up a little bit, but he was very unlucky last time not to run down similarly brilliant. He got held up at a vital time, and he's a horse in good form, and he's trialled well since. We saw one of those trials earlier on. This horse keeps improving, and I really like the gallop from him as well. Attention, he's going really nicely. I wouldn't be surprised if he ran a big race and gave the 2 favourites something to think about.
Light weight on his back as well, group winner from Australia. Let's start off though with Solar Patch. Can he send Zach Purton out on a high?
Solar Patch, Zach, beaten last time out by Win Beauty, winner horse you know well. What were your thoughts on that performance?
I thought it was a good run. He drew wide that day. I had to use him to get across, and he just waited a little bit in the straight after doing that work. So from, better draw, hopefully we can get a nicer run and just let him chase something.
From that wide draw, as you mentioned, you were forced up to use him a bit early, up on the speed from a better gate though. Where's his ideal position on the run?
He's got some speed. He's not naturally brilliant out of the gates. If you're going to have him forward, you've got to ask him to be forward, but he's got that tactical speed if you want to use it.
He's at the end of his 3-year-old season, so a 4-year-old next season. Could he be a 4-year-old series type next year? He
possibly could, yeah. I could see him being competitive, definitely in the Classic Mile. Beyond that, maybe he mightn't have the stamina for the other races, but he's got the potential to be able to take his place in those fields.
Let's talk about the championship. After Wednesday night, you're up by 4. I know it's not over, but it must be a nice position to be in.
Sure, yeah, I'd rather be in the position I'm in than the position that Joe's in. It's going to be another competitive day on Sunday. Joe's got a good book of rides. I think I need to go there and ride at least one, probably 2 winners just to make sure of it. So it's not over until it's over, and like I said in the press recently, he has come out of nowhere before and nabbed me on the line, so I'll just go there trying to ride winners and see if I can get the job done.
Are you confident with your book of rides?
My book of rides aren't too bad. I've got horses there that can be competitive, so if I can just get the right run on them, hopefully they can put their hand up.
And Hong Kong direct again for more on the Moreira-Purton battle heading into that final day. We'll have a look at some of the main challenges to Solar Patch. Starting off with, he's the one for us. We saw him in track work there with his head carriage as well, easy to pick out. The other horse we're going to have a look at here is Jiang Bai Chi, lightly raced.
Yeah, and he actually cut out a reasonable sectional, obviously, to be able to hit the frame at his most recent start, Jiang Bai Chi. There's a number of horses looking for a high achievement bonus in this race. Attention and also Solar Patch are the 2 that will expire regarding that HAB following their runs on Sunday. He's the one for us. He's a really nice horse pressing forward. The gate's a bit of a concern, but he's got plenty of talent. I think he'll be right in it.
Yeah, I do too, and he was unlucky in that race, but he's got the wide draw and Solar Patch has got the low draw, so I think that's the difference.
Yeah, Jiang Bai Chi decent price as well, because it wasn't a bad effort from him last time out. More we can have a look at here, though. Dragon General, the grey, towards the back of the field here as they swing for home. The other ones to take note of, Starshine's had a really good back end to the season, and My Darling as well. Didn't work him into the top 4 here, but wouldn't be the biggest shock to me if he came out and actually won.
Starshine is one of these horses that's up for a high achievement bonus should he win. He's had a great solid season. He's drawn awkwardly up to 1400. I don't think that'll be an issue. He's definitely a chance in the race. I found it difficult to leave him out, so I didn't. I put him in.
Yeah, I put him in as well, but I hear what Andrew's saying about My Darling. He's only had 3 runs now for Paul O'Sullivan, and he's getting fitter all the time, and I thought it was a good run. I've got Starshine in just ahead of him, and that was the 4th position for me.
Yeah, all right. So a competitive end to the card. Last race, though, Paul, who wins it?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Zach Purden winning the last on Solar Patch, the favourite. He should get the best run in the race. He's the one for us. Is going to be the biggest danger, though, between the two. But attention, at $17, he looks massive overs there at this stage. He's going nice. He proves all the time, and Starshine we've talked about. 7, 9, 14 and 8. I think the 7 and 9 will fight it out. Maybe I should have thrown the 14 in, but at this stage, 7 and 9.
Some nice horses here. Same queue for me. I've gone Solar Patch to beat. He's the one for us. Starshine, Kingsfield to run a cheeky race, and Attention, a nice horse heading forward.
Yeah, I got Joe and Zach fighting out the finish once more, but I think Zach will come out on top. So speaking of Joe and Zach, this is how the stats stack up for the season.
Yeah, look, you can see it here for 131 versus 135. The 4 that are in at this stage, all the seconds. Zach's winning on the seconds as well. And total number of rides, Zach's had the least amount of the 2. The 2 matchups, like Rise High, I think is the best ride for Zach. He's up against Dr. Jeff in the race, which is Joe. And he's the one for us, I think is the best one there, for one of the best ones anyway, for Joe, and he's up against Solar Patch. So some good matchups there.
Certainly is. I think Rise High, difficult to beat, but best bets, Paul?
Yeah, Noble Steed, low draw, lightweight, comes in fresh, looks really good for me. Number 14 in that race, and All My Gain will take a chance with him. He's very well rated at the moment, and his track work to me shows he's picking up. And as far as the best player in race 10 now, Kari, Super Rich and Noble Steed.
Going to go for one at a price here. My winner, he's going to have to be probably snagged out from the 14. Hope there's a lot of pace. We're on the A course, come with a big run. He is a decent price, as is Run Moochie, my long shot race 5, number 11. And the play, Have Fun Together, split of a second, Run Moochie in that 5th race of the day.
All right, Sunshine Holiday for me in race 6. Neil Callan, 3 starts so far, improved with each. Hopefully he can come home in front. And Kingsfield, if he finds the front, it'll be hard to run down. Tommy Berry in the saddle in the last. And we'll work around him with a play. Solar Patch, and he's the one for us. The 2 favourites as well. But that is it. We are done for another season of racing to win. Cue the balloons.
Yep.
Been a good year again.
Confetti?
Any fireworks?
Not this time, I don't think.
Only on the track.
Right. Yes, well, there will be. There's been plenty of highlights, Andrew, and no doubt there'll be still more to follow on Sunday at the 11 race car.
All right, well, that's the show. Thanks for watching. On behalf of Paul, Brett and the rest of the team, hopefully see you at Sha Tin when we will be racing to win.
Good night.